needed to find something that was my own. I and that's when I ran the first time. And I discovered, much to my amazement, that I really liked electioneering. I liked going from door to door. I liked the meeting people in the town that I hadn't known before. So it was a lot of fun. It seemed like an opportunity. It really seemed like a good opportunity. And my first experience with it wasn't so terrific, because I lost. I ran again in 2 years, and it was, and I didn't win. I didn't win at the polls, but I won with the absentee ballots. And that seems, except for the last time I ran, so the first time and the second time I won with the absentee ballots. The third time I won outright at the polls. So I did the homework. I went to nearly every meeting that I could. And I learned how the board works. And I learned what was important and what was just not important. And I loved being on the board, but I really felt that I'm 80 years old now. After 12 years on the board, I felt that it was time for me to leave. Not for any other reason, but that I thought it was time that a younger person, which is true, Amy is younger than I am, took over. I love this town, and I've lived here for a really long time, and doing the town's work seemed like it was important. I was very satisfied with my time on the board, occasionally, but mostly it was satisfying. And sometimes we had votes that were 3-2, where 3 people wanted the thing and 2 people didn't. And I was usually one of those 2 people. But the town goes on, and it goes on really very well. I never thought of myself as an outgoing person, and I'm probably still not an outgoing person. But sometimes I would, I just couldn't believe the conversation that was going on. And so I would say something. The whole thing with that heating system drove me to distraction. And I think that was probably, in retrospect, one of the more rewarding aspects of that job that I had. And we all argued vociferously for this. And Susan was incredible, Susan Flam. I mean, she presented such an excellent case. And I think that the way it worked out was really excellent. And I think that other towns will follow our lead. I really do. When they need to replace their heating systems, maybe they'll go with this kind of a plan. Because I do think that Ancram is very well respected in the county. And what we do, people look to. And so it would really be something if other towns did it too. I know I'm not going to, I will see what the final outcome is, but I won't get to vote on it. First, I taught for 3 years in a junior high school on the Lower East Side. And then I left because I had kids. And so it was 4 or 5. Yeah, it was about a 4 or 5 year hiatus where I really didn't work, which was kind of nice. I mean, I worked, but not for money. I was still working when I got the job on the town board, because I left there, Camp Hill, 10 years ago, and I've been on the board for 12 years. So, and I remember David Boyce saying, well, but you worked, you were, I wasn't a just a person who didn't take anything seriously because I had so much money. I did not. And it was a very good job for many, many years. And it was only, again, I think that's why I left the board now, because I felt that I was going kind of not downhill, but a little, I sometimes couldn't find the right word, that sort of thing. And I wanted to get out while the getting was good. Um, at Camp Hill, I stayed a little bit too long. At at the job at Instinet, I stayed a little bit too long. And so I wasn't going to take that chance this time. Hi, I'm Madeline Israel. I am a former member of the town board. I live in Ancram and I love Ancram. So that's it.